So in this video lesson, I will cover techniques and tips for learning how to play melodies on the ukulele. I will cover right and left hand techniques, and I will also briefly talk about how to read tabs. So this lesson is divided into multiple parts, and all the links are provided below. And there's also a handout that accompanies this video, and the handout has two examples that I'll refer throughout this lesson. So make sure you download that before you continue on. That's all for my brief introduction. If you have any questions, please let me know. So happy learning and playing! In this first part of the lesson, I will briefly talk about tabs, how to read them, and how to identify rhythm. So let's take a look at the first example on the handout, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. In this example, you can see the tabs are written on the bottom and the standard music notes are written on top. To read tabs, you need to know which strings the lines refer to. So the first line on the tab is the bottom string, the A string. Second, E. Third line is C. And fourth is G. It's as if you were looking directly at the ukulele, and that's how the tabs are written. When you're playing, however, you need to mentally switch it in your head. It will take some time, but you'll get used to it with practice. The numbers on the tab indicates the fret that you should place your finger on. So in the first measure, there are only zeros, which means that we are playing the strings open. So it sounds like this. The second measure is that we should put our fingers on first fret, second string, second fret, fourth string. And it sounds like this. So I think reading tabs is straightforward once you get the hang of it. The rhythm, however, can be a bit tricky. There isn't a standardized way to write rhythms for tab, so it will vary depending on the writer. If the rhythm is not written in, you will need to depend on your previous knowledge of the song to figure it out. So for example, if we weren't familiar with the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star song, and we didn't have the music notes to look at, and we were just looking at the tabs, it's hard to say if the second measure should sound like this, or it should sound like this. So it's not clear on the tabs if the last note on the second measure should be a half note with 2 beats or a quarter note for 1 beat. But if you compare that to the second example, the rhythm is written in on the second example. The lines underneath the numbers indicate the rhythm. So the writer at Ukulele Hunt has a very detailed post about how he writes rhythm for his tabs, and he is very consistent about it, which is very nice. So I'll put the link at the bottom of the handout if you're interested. So that's all I had to say about tabs. And that's all you need to know in order to follow along with the rest of the lesson and in order to play these two songs. If you're interested and you would like more information about tabs, music theory, or ukulele scales, please visit the links I posted on the bottom.